66725 along as well. Enjoy the video. At Wembley Yard, where 66725 was put on the train, I managed to see 67006 Royal Sovereign. I also got to see Opportunity with the climate change livery on a Pendolino, as well as seeing the Pride Pendolino. There are lots of trains to see at Wembley Yard. Those are some Class 321s, and there are some 350-2s in their original livery. We then pass through Dartford before heading through Strood. We then head over the Thames on the Mildmay line running alongside Class 378s. We then head through Tonbridge Yard, where you can see Class 73 there, which there are many of in Tonbridge Yard, even ones with special liveries. We also then pass 73213 and 73109 Battle of Britain. And as you can see on the right hand side of your screen, you can see 73202 in its one-of-one Southern livery, which I also rode behind a couple of years ago. We then pass yet another 73961 Allison, and then afterwards 69008. I then pass 66773, the Pride livery, and another 66 in the Ukrainian livery. Two special liveries in one. And it's funny because I brought my Sunderland 66 model along, but I do have one in the Pride livery. Maybe next time. And as you can tell by my face here, something is clearly not right. And if you want to see what it is that's making me look like that, it's this. We then head down to Ashford, where we stopped before heading down the Dungeness branch, where I was lucky enough to be able to see the old, now closed, Lyd Town station. I then get off at West Brompton, where I managed to get to watch the train go. And I know that the video doesn't seem very long today, probably because it's not. I didn't get much footage of the day, mainly because I was just enjoying the day instead of getting content, as I wasn't even going to be doing a video of this in the first place, and I only decided as we were sort of heading down the Dungeness branch. So instead, I'm going to make it up to you by showing you videos of all the trains I saw at West Brompton while waiting for my train to arrive. I then head down to Willesden Junction on the overground before swapping to the overground to head up further north. But you might be wondering, why am I letting this Bakerloo line train go? That is because it was a busy night out in London that night, and I decided that it would be best to let the crowds get on the first train and wait for the second train, which I assumed would be much less busier, which it was. I then headed on the Bakerloo line, but when I was looking at real-time trains, I realised that a Pendolino would be passing South Kenton. So I decided to get off the Bakerloo line there, watch the Pendolino go by, which I managed to get a tone from, before heading back up on a train to go further north.